Welcome back to feature 2 from our biker double feature here on the Late Night Picture Show. Sorry, I was distracted. Okay, let's talk. I know this isn't the kind of drink you expect a biker to have in his hand. But let's talk about barkeeping, shall we? This is a kind of a Jane Russell, who was a hot babe, by the way. But instead, I don't have 2 kinds of rye anymore. So that's like half rye and half bourbon, some Benedictine, and some, well, B&B, and some Grand Marnier, and some sweet vermouth. So all those bikers down there at the Barbary Coast drinking Bud Lights, let me tell you something. When a drink comes in a glass like this, a fancy-ass glass, it's not Bud Light, and you pussies probably couldn't even drink it. Satan's Sadists, Al Adamson. Look, I stuck one of Charlie's reading stickers on there. He gets one of those every time he reads 20 minutes. I had to censor that because it's offensive. And back in the day, it was like edgy. And I'm afraid a lot of bikers, 1%ers, actually were racist. And so they probably did wear around swastikas and other racist insignia. Not the Iron Cross, mind you. That's just German. That's not Nazi. But the swastika's definitely Nazi. And Russ Tamblyn here has it on his vest throughout the picture. But I'm not going to bring down my YouTube video with it. So, if me covering up a swastika on a movie poster offends you, just like the last picture and just like I've said before, Russ Tamblyn, Scott Brady, Gary Kent, Kent Taylor, Regina Carroll, Graydon Clark, John Cardos, Robert Dix, D-I-X, Yvonne Stewart, and Evelyn Frank in Al Adamson's Satan's Sadists. This poster's in Italian. What the hell? Was Al popular in Italy too? Here we see the beginnings of, I don't know if you noticed the glasses. Hang on. Let me bring it back up here. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge David Lynch fan. And here we see the beginnings of the Russ Tamblyn we saw on Twin Peaks. At least the glasses. The 3D glasses. I have a pair somewhere. You pick them up at the 7-Eleven to watch a 3D movie on TV. That is delicious. I know it's supposed to have two kinds of rye, and it's only supposed to have an orange peel, but see that cherry? I was at the grocery store, and they had a jar of Bordeaux maraschino cherries, like dark cherries with stems. And they are freaking delicious. Especially when they've been sitting in whiskey for half an hour, 45 minutes, however long it takes me to drink this drink. This is a sipping drink for all you Bud Light drinkers. All right. Satan's Sadists, 1969, Independent International Pictures. Al's company. Directed by Al Adamson, the one and only. And starring Russ Tamblyn of Twin Peaks fame. We already covered that. Okay. Pardon me. A young Tamblyn stars as Anchor, a fun-loving leader of a rogue motorcycle gang. He and his crew ride the California desert in search of kicks. I know his name's not Cowboy. Sorry. There's probably a cowboy in the gang, though. I'm going to watch it again just to see. Well, they're riding the desert just for kicks. Hey, didn't I see this before? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Meanwhile, a Pittsburgh cop and his wife are traveling to L.A. They pick up an ex-Marine along the way and stop to get a bite to eat at a local diner, where a cute little waitress who can't act serves them. Well, guess who shows up at the diner? That's right, Anchor and his crew of ragtag bikers. I actually wrote that, ragtag bikers. Well, it's kind of true. These early biker movies, there wasn't like a theme. Like the biker gang didn't have a set vest. You know, fleece. They just wore whatever with some patches on it. The biker gang in this film is called the Satans. Naturally, it turns into a biker party with Gina. Is Gina on the poster here? Regina Carroll, Al's wife. I don't know if they were married at the time, but yeah, blonde, tan, like really tan, tanner than her pink lipstick. When your lipstick's lighter than your skin, you know you're dealing with pre-skin cancer scare days. All right, Gina's doing a little go-go on the table. The owner of this fine establishment gets upset. And well, the fun's over. The Fuzz, our traveling Pittsburgh Fuzz, I don't know about you. I'm back in Utah now, where I kind of grew up. Pittsburgh to L.A. would be a very long drive. Anyway, the Fuzz pops Romeo. I think it's an unwritten rule that every biker gang has to have a guy named Romeo as well. He punches Romeo in the mouth. Boom. And is quickly overtaken by the gang. Anchor orders the cute waitress, Tracy, and the hitchhiker, Johnny, to fix up Romeo, and then takes the rest outside. Okay, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Sexual assault. Tune out if you have to. I won't be offended. Pardon me. After raping the pig's wife, Anchor shoots all three in the head and starts back to the diner to finish off Johnny and Tracy. Trouble is, they've bushwhacked Romeo and the other biker and taken off in Tracy's dune buggy. You know? And this is one of those old dune buggies that I wish I had one. Anchor swears his revenge. There's a lot of revenge in these biker pictures. No werewolves in this one, but revenge. He swears his revenge and off they go into the desert after our heroes. Of course, the desert is a forsaken place. Trust me, I know it's right over there. I've been out there many times. Shooting guns, mostly. But yes, there's always a bunch of bleached out old bones of some animal. Johnny's marine training comes in handy in the desert. When the buggy breaks down and they are forced to flee on foot, the Satans continue their pursuit, although momentarily distracted by a trio of female campers. But they are ill-equipped for survival in the desert. And one by one, they fall. In the end, it's a showdown between Johnny the ex-Marine and Anchor the biker. And you'll never guess who wins. I don't even remember. Okay. Really, it's not as bad as it sounds. Plenty of action, suspense, craziness, with Batman-esque fight sequences. That may not make it sound better for some of you. And an interesting choice in weaponry on Johnny's part when he throws a rattlesnake on one of the bikers. Not quite as good as Werewolves on Wheels, but a real turning point in director Al Adamson's career. And I have revised my score on this film. Are you ready? It's a 4-ring circus on feature 2 on the Late Night Picture Show tonight. Al Adamson's Satan's Sadists. Okay. Now, you know, I realize that I say now and I say so altogether too many times when I'm recording. But you know what? I'm not getting paid union wages. Let's see what the bucket holds for next episode. Likely next week. Let's stir this up. And that is the one I could see the least. My image here looks really blurry. I hope the end product isn't like that. Okay, we have kind of a haunted house double feature next week, so I guess I won't be wearing this ensemble. Oh, look, I have helmet hair. There, now I look beautiful again. Next weekend, Terror in the Haunted House and the House That Cried Murder on the Late Night Picture Show. Join us for our haunted house double feature. Now, see, I did it again. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. It's all good by me. Leave some comments. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you hated. Subscribe so I can get my own name on my show. I'll see you next week, kids, on the Late Night Picture Show with Murph the Clown. Thanks for joining me. See you then.